Welcome to this slow flow class designed to get you into your body. Stretch out those hips, shoulders, hamstrings. Start at the top of your mat. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands together behind your back, gently extending through the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen your spine to a flat back and linger here. Explore what it feels like to shift your weight forward and back into your toes and your heels, to lengthen your spine and drop your head and breathe into the tight corners of your upper back. Then step your left foot back, drop your knee down. Really find a big stride here as you lengthen your head up. And exhale, fold into that right leg, lengthening it. Rebend your knee, inhale, reach your right arm up and open through that shoulder. Maybe rotate your arm, maybe bend your back knee and grab your foot. Let's take your time sinking into your hip here. Breathing, open your chest. Drop your hands down to the inside of that front foot, maybe bringing your knee out to the side, and then lengthen the right leg again. Folding towards that inner space of your right leg. And we're going to spin the right toes to the side and drop the hip down, twisting your torso open to the right. Maybe circle the head around. And when you're ready, step back onto all fours and bring your left foot forward. We'll do the same thing here. A nice deep lunge. You're welcome to use blocks under your hands at any point. Straighten that left leg, pulling your hips back, maybe flexing your toes towards the shin. Breathe into your upper back and rebend your knee, lengthening your heart forward, your head up, maybe turning your head to one side or the other. Exploring the stretch here as you lengthen the leg one more time. And then rebend the knee. Turn your left toes to the side, twisting the knee open, dropping through that right hip, turning your chest, balancing on that right arm. And then exhale, lengthen your leg again, pulling your hips back, flexing your toes towards your shin, walking your hands inside the leg, and rebend your knee, bring it back to the ground, coming into down dog. Nice deep breaths here, settling into this stretch, full back body opening, bending the knees if that feels supportive. Just taking time in down dog to ground through the palms, the heels, breathing into the backs of your lungs. On your next inhale, lift your heels. Roll your way forward into a plank, shoulders stacked over the wrists. Exhale, lower down knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling, interlace the fingers behind you, lifting up into a Shalabhasana if that feels good for your spine. Maybe bending your knees and grabbing the tops of your feet if you're going for a really big back bend. Really big chest opener, breathing into your upper chest and then releasing the chest back to the ground. Maybe still holding on to the feet, maybe just resting there. And then when you feel ready, press back to a downward facing dog. Settling into some deep breaths here and then lifting that right leg high, starting to open the hip. If that feels comfortable, if you can go deeper into the stretch, explore it. Just be where you are. Breathe where you are. On your next exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, lift it up and step it forward, walk it forward so you get that full stride. Hands and toes close to aligned, lengthening your right leg straight and folding forward. Again, you can use blocks under your hands here as you open up your hamstring. And then rebend the front knee, drop your back knee down, inhale into Anjaneyasana, big lunge here, back, bending the arms up and back. Be circling them around, grabbing the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers, and lengthening the chest forward. Exhale, we'll step it back into a hamstring stretch. And then right leg down, left leg up for a standing split. Feel into the length of your spine, the length of that right leg. Lifting your left leg as you press into the right foot. Exhale, slowly step back. And find down dog split. Right leg floats up and back, opening the hip once more. Exploring the new space that has been created here before releasing your right foot slowly to the mat. Maybe pedal out the heels a little bit and then lift that left leg high in the sky, opening the hip, maybe bending your knee, maybe just rotating that left hip open. Breathe here. Feel here. And slowly start to bring your left knee in towards your nose, up towards your chest, shoulders over the wrists. Step that left foot between your hands. And then lengthen that left leg. Breathing here. Extending through the spine with every inhale, filling up the belly, lungs, and chest. And then re-bending your knee, dropping the back knee down. Inhale, the arms float up and back into a back bend. Lunging forward and lifting up. Exhale, the hands sweep back behind you, interlace the fingers, and fold forward. When you're ready, step into standing split here, lengthening your left leg first, and then shifting weight forward into the left foot. Right foot lifts up into the air. Get steady here. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Push down through that left foot. Ground the hands into the ground or a block. And explore this balance between lifting and anchoring. Reaching top leg high. And slowly bending the knee, stepping back. Downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up for a split. Revisiting this space, deep breaths. Slowly lowering left foot to the mat, back to down dog. Inhale fully and exhale. And starting to walk your feet forward, wide-legged squat here, turning the toes out, bringing a support under the heels if you need to, just letting the hips lower and the chest lift as you lengthen the arms straight out in front of you. Maybe even interweaving your arms as if in eagle pose, rounding the back slightly, dropping the elbows, letting the weight of your arms open up that whole upper back area. And then switching, interlacing opposite arm on top. Breathing here into the hips, low back, mid back, upper back. Letting the weight of the arms dangling downwards, traction out your upper back. The neck releasing as the head drops down. And gently lower down onto your seat and lift the legs up towards the ceiling and back behind your head. And up towards the ceiling. And we'll come into a figure 4, reclining pigeon pose, right ankle to left knee, grabbing your left shin or behind the knee, circling the left ankle, breathing into your hips, I want to find that delicate balance between drawing your left knee in and pushing your right knee out as you explore opening up this right side of your piriformis, your outer hip. Deep breaths into your lower back, keeping that grounded. And then we'll switch sides, so bringing your left ankle to the right knee, flexing that left foot, and again drawing your right knee in towards you as you move the left knee away, gently exploring this opening in the outer hip. Deep breaths. Releasing the legs up towards the sky, circling the ankles, and then lower the feet to the mat, rising up into bridge, pressing through both feet, gently walking the arms underneath you to open across the chest, and lowering the hips onto your wrists, releasing the hands, cradling your glutes with the hands, letting the weight of your pelvis kind of pin your chest open in a passive heart opener. Deep breaths, slowly releasing the arms and dropping the knees open, soles of the feet touching in a reclined bound angle. Breathing deeply here, maybe lifting the arms overhead or out to the sides in a cactus or a T formation. Breathing down into the base of your pelvis, your low belly, mid belly, upper chest, filling with each inhale. Letting the energy of your body drop into the ground, into yourself. Sending your breath into any tightness, especially into your lower back. Our hips and our low back are often deeply intertwined. So finding that spaciousness through each breath. Resting here, one more breath, and then gently bring your knees together, crossing your right leg over your left leg like you're sitting in a chair cross-legged, and drop your knees to the left. You can also choose to stack the legs without crossing them for a more accessible and gentle twist. Opening up across that right shoulder, breathing into your lower belly, to the outer hip, the side waist, and then slowly crossing the legs the other way, shifting your hips to the left as you drop the knees to your right, making any adjustments for your body and for how deep you want to go into your twist. Breathing into the upper chest, the left shoulder, breathing into your low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Letting this twist slowly melt into your spine, your body slowly melt into the ground. Nourishing all the organs. Slowly return to center, bringing the knees into the chest and coming into happy baby. And gently rocking side to side. Maybe dropping the heels towards your hips and pressing the knees open with your forearms. And then bring the legs up and overhead into plow or some version of it. It doesn't have to be a perfect plow. You can bend the knees towards your legs, towards your chest rather. And then if it's part of your practice, if you're feeling like inverting, gently lifting the legs upwards for shoulder stand, supporting hands on the lower back. Opening the legs wide, exploring, stretching the hamstrings and the hips here. Maybe joining the soles of the feet together. And then slowly releasing the feet back behind you and the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Resting on your back, knees slightly bent in towards your chest, rolling around your lower back. And extending the legs down to the mat, resting, coming into Savasana. A longer rest here to integrate the movement and the medicine that you stirred up in your body. And slowly starting to deepen your breath, wiggling fingers and toes, circling the ankles and wrists. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Bring your knees into your chest. And slowly roll up to come sit. An easy pose. We'll take a very gentle twist here to your right. And then switch to the other side, twisting to your left. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, lower it as you come back to center, circling your head around in one direction and then the other. And grounding hands to heart center as you bend your head side to side. Opening up the sides of your neck and feeling into your body as it is here and now after that nourishment, after your movement. And crossing the arms across the chest. Inhale, lifting your chin. Exhale, dropping it all the way down. Inhale, lifting your chin. Exhale, dropping it towards your chest. Doing that a few times and planting the hands onto your belly and turning your head to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right. Gratitude for this miraculous body. Gratitude for this practice today. Gently covering your hands over your eyes and circling the head around. Remembering that your life is in divine hands. and that whatever darkness you may be moving through is a form of birthing into something new. Releasing the hands to your knees, pausing for a moment to absorb everything that's present here for you now. Long, deep inhale, complete exhale. Making room for a new energy. Deep gratitude to this time together. You bowing forward, stretching through your lower back, reaching the arms away from your body. Thank you to the earth, which holds us no matter where we stand. Thank you to our guides, perhaps offering a prayer of gratitude of your own. And as you feel complete, slowly rising up, have a great rest of your day.